Oh my freaking gosh. After watching Vixen, just the first 2 episodes, I already feel wild, man, like an animal. Like I could do anything. I bet I can. I bet I could be an animal right now. Just watch this. Oh, let me try that again. Okay, I'm not kidding this time. I'm doing it now. Just start the intro. Yo, what's up guys? It is me, and here I am doing a Vixen vlog. So, for you guys who might not have heard, Vixen is a CW show that's in the same universe as Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Now there is a difference, and the fact that this is an animated show. But how are they making that work when the other shows are live action? Well, here's the thing. Pretty much what they decided to do was think of this as kind of a field test, alright? So, Vixen is kind of a field test where it's like, okay, the animated show here, and the Flash and Arrow, as you will see, also show up in the show, you know, as animated as well. Now, the way it works is pretty much the CW, if I remember correctly, this is a test. If enough people see the show on the CW seed, which is where Vixen is showing, it's not on the CW channel, it's on the CW seed, like online and on the app and stuff. I watch it on the app. But yeah, so that's how it works. If enough people see it, watch it, and like it, then what they're going to do is most likely they're going to push it to a live action show to be in the same universe as Flash and Arrow. But for now, they're trying out this route. And honestly, I feel it's really smart because it's like, okay, now if the CW ever wants any other shows to appear, they could just do this, where it's like, okay, let's see how the audience feels about it. We'll put it online, and if the audience likes it, if we have a good amount of people watching, then we'll make the show. If not, then it's still there in the CWC, and people can just check it out if they want, whatever. But honestly, me, I have really high hopes for this show, and after watching the first 2 episodes, I have hopes. I have hopes. And yes, if you guys didn't see from the title card here, pretty much, yes, this is gonna be a 2-episode review. The reason being is that even though Vixen is a great show, it's super duper short. Each video is at least 5 to 6 minutes long, and it goes by really fast, and it's surprising to me how good the show seems in that short amount of time. It's like together they make up to 10 to 12 minutes only, and already I am hooked. I'm interested, and there's so many things they do in this show that I feel they just do right. And it's like, I feel the fact that we're in the Arrow and Flash universe, but at the same time it's its own thing. And that's what they kind of did back when the Flash was made. Like, how it worked was during Arrow, what they did was they announced Barry Allen's character on an episode of the Arrow for like 1, 2, or 3 episodes. So that was kind of a test to see, oh, look, Barry Allen, Barry Allen. That was originally like a sort of like Easter egg kind of thing, but then it's like, no, people were freaking out. They loved it. They demanded it. So in the end, they made the Flash show, and a lot of people love it, and a lot of people are thankful for it because now Flash is one of the best shows on TV along with Arrow. So this is kind of the hopes I have. It sucks for some people whenever they have high expectations, but for me, I'm not saying I have a high expectation, but I do have a form of expectation for Vixen, and I feel like if enough people watch it, the expectations will be met, because honestly, they are already being met for me. Let's hope the streak comes up. So yeah, without further ado, let's review Vixen, episodes 1 and 2. So the series has 6 5-minute episodes. So putting that all together, that'll be 1 30-minute episode. So that's interesting. The series takes place in Motor City, Detroit, around the setting of Arrow Season 3, Episode 16. So if you're wondering why, spoilers, why Arrow still has his Arrow costume, that's kind of why. Yeah. So during this, we see that in the beginning, Vixen is being chased by the Flash and Arrow for some reason. And really cool is the fact that Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin both voice their respective characters. So that's really cool. Normally, people would just get different voice actors to do it, but no, I really like the fact that they actually got the actors themselves from Flash and Arrow to do their own voices. So that was really cool. I find it very interesting how formidable Vixen is against Flash and Arrow. Honestly, it was surprising because she was even able to surprise Arrow, which is no easy feat. We've seen in his show that it's not easy to surprise this guy, so that's very impressive. So, for those of you who don't know, Vixen was actually a minor Justice League member in the DC Comics and was supposed to be DC's first African American character, but due to DC's implosion event, every DC story was rebooted, which led to her not being announced till the 1980s. So that was a bit unfortunate, but hey, at least we still have her. So we cut back 3 days earlier, and we see that she's in prison for some odd reason, and she's bailed by, from what it seems, her fake father. Pretty much it's like her, she's the Clark Kent, and the father's like, yeah, the fake father. We hear that the fake mother died for some reason. Very sad. They both miss her. And we also learned that Vixen went to Michigan for some reason, apparently to find her real parents. Not sure where she got information, but hey, maybe we'll find out in a future episode. So we also hear that she had multiple foster families, so that was interesting. We also learned that the reason she was in jail is mainly because, from what it looks like, she stabbed a guy with a pen. Because she's into fashion designing, that's what she likes to do. So she was trying to get a fashion designing job when the guy in charge told her to do him a favor, quote unquote. But yeah, she got ticked off and instead stabbed him with a pen. So there's that. We then see that while they're catching up and headed home, they get into this fight with these gang members, and they try to mug them. So that's the end of episode 1. So episode 2 starts off right where they left off, where they're getting mugged, and in that moment, Vixen suddenly starts using her powers to fight off the muggers, and this is pretty much the first time she uses her powers. So yes, this is the using / getting her powers in a dangerous situation cliche, which I have said before, if I remember correctly, that is a very very used cliche in most superhero shows and movies. But hey, this time it kind of worked. I really enjoyed the action in this, where we got to see a nice use of the shadows in the alleyway to represent the animal abilities that she's using, because pretty much to make it easier for us to know what ability she's using from each animal, we see that animal's shadow or a spirit. During the mob fight, though, the gang fight, it was a shadow, so that was really cool. So another really interesting fact is that Mari, aka Vixen's abilities, seem to put her in a sort of feral trance, which is interesting. I'm guessing it's because she's still in her early stages, so she doesn't know how to control the powers. That's very interesting to see how she's going to work with that in the later episodes. So then we see, like, after beating up the gang members, they go home, and we get to see a flashback where her fake mother gives her an important necklace, which is the necklace we see around her, and that's the necklace that gives her powers. Yes, again, another cliche where the fake parents give the young hero something from their past to make them a better hero when they grow up. But, you know, it was nice. So she goes to this professor guy, Dr. McAllister, who seems to be a likely love interest who will most likely get caught in the middle of Vixen's dilemmas in the series. At least that's what I believe. But yeah, he explains, after a very funny "my eyes are up here" joke, that the necklace is the Tanto Totem, or in the comics it's called the Tanto Totem. So it was a totem made by Nutty, the trickster god, which was forged with the powers to pretty much lend the wearer the life force and abilities of different animals. So, you know, you get flight of an eagle, or speed of a cheetah, strength of an elephant, all that kind of stuff. It's hinted that Tatu, who is the first person that Arachne, the trickster god, gave the necklace to, was apparently some ancestor of Vixen, but that's only me guessing. It's not confirmed. At the end of the episode, we do see that McAllister is actually working with the guys who tried to mug Vixen, and they're actually working for a mystery woman who I'm gonna guess is related to Vixen in some way. Could be her cousin or aunt or something. But yeah, I do believe that this is like the villain of the series, and she has something to do with Vixen's past. So in the end, I did like the episode. It was very nice. The only thing I can say is that the animation for, I'm going to say, the beginning of episode 2 as well as the beginning of episode 1, like, I guess mainly for some of the action scenes and a couple of the dialogue, the animation was a bit slow and clunky, but, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. Like, I still enjoyed the episodes for what they were, even if they were kind of short, and the animation was very limited in a sense. But in the end, I honestly did like the episodes, and they were entertaining. I'm very interested to see what they do next with this character. I like Vixen. She's one of the lesser known DC characters, and to be honest, I'm very glad to see that they're representing her in such a good way. They could have used one of their well-known characters, but you know what? No, this is very smart. It brings publicity for characters that are not well known. For example, Marvel, how they do with Guardians of the Galaxy or Ant-Man. So it's really cool how they use strategically and very cleverly use these characters who are not very well known, and then later on they're going to be like some of the most well known characters in all of screen history, whether it's big screen or small screen. So yeah, in the end, I really like the episode. The way I see it is that the Vixen show, which shows every Tuesday on the CW Seed app and website, pretty much how most likely it's going to work is each episode is going to be each Tuesday, and it's going to lead up to the season premieres of The Flash and Arrow, which is going to appear in a couple of weeks. So that's kind of what I feel. It's kind of like a way of CW saying, hey, we know you guys miss Flash and Arrow, so here's a show that's in their universe, and it's really cool, so that you guys could be, just appreciated it. Like, you guys could be satisfied. So yeah, in the end, really love the show, and I can't wait to see what they do else with this. So guys, that was the first and second episode of Vixen. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I know I did. And like I said, animation was a little clunky here and there, but honestly, I still like the show. I'm very interested. I'm intrigued to find out more about Vixen and her past, more about the Mystery Woman, and what Dr. McAllister has, and everything else, and why Flash and Arrow are after Vixen. Big questions. So, without further ado, question of the day. What do you think would be the next great idea for a DC character TV show? Like, okay, we had Arrow, then we had The Flash, then we had Legends of Tomorrow, and now we have Vixen. So, what DC character would you like to see the CW make a show about next? Answer with the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next vlog. See ya!